Let's take a ride with Bass Dad Audio TV. It's a vibe worldwide. Hit that subscribe. Come along for the thrill. Cranking up the sound. The channel that keeps it real. I told you it was in my blood.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is Bass Dad Car Audio TV, and I'm your host, Jeff Moreland. Today I want to take a look at the Surge 3K amplifier. If you remember, I put together a video on the Surge 4K amplifier just a few weeks ago. I said then that we'd eventually look at the 3K, and here we are. I usually try to give some background on the companies that make the amplifiers in my videos. Unfortunately, I don't really know that much about Surge Audio. I just know that the CEO and owner's name is Colin Buckeye, and he's formerly from Wolfram Audio. So Wolfram made some pretty similar products to Surge, except for I think they also had speakers and subwoofers. Colin was in a partnership with a guy named Tim Kells, and from what it looked like, everything was going well from them, at least from the outside. You know, from my perspective, looking in on their situation, they looked like they were doing well. But just like a lot of good things, it all blew up. There are a lot of rumors circulating that I don't really want to get into, but it looked like Wolfram was closing up shop and they were going out of business. Then on Facebook, Colin posted that he was leaving Wolfram Audio. And then on Wolfram's site, products started disappearing. Either they were back ordered or just completely gone. Customers were posting on social media, aggravated and frustrated that they weren't getting help with customer service problems or that no one was returning their emails. It was a big problem for a while. It really just looked like they were done. Shortly after that, Colin started Surge Audio. It really looked like this was going to be the end of Wolfram, and they were just selling off what they had left on their way out the door. But then, out of the blue, all of a sudden, they were back. That's right, all of a sudden they had inventory again. Things were getting reordered, things were getting replenished. They even came out with some new products. Now, I may be wrong about this, but they don't seem to be quite on the same level that they were. But again, I may be completely wrong. Unfortunately, I have zero details about what happened. I don't know if Tim stayed and took on a new partner, or maybe if he got some kind of injection of money, or if he sold it, or what went on. Any of those things are possible, but they are definitely still here. I did talk to someone earlier this year about a future collaboration. I had done a video previously on a Wolfram 3K Arctic Wolf. Now, they don't make that amplifier anymore, so we were talking about doing a video maybe on one that they did make. Now, I just didn't follow through with it. There wasn't anything wrong. I just got busy with something else, and I think it just kind of fell off my radar. When I was researching for this video earlier, I realized I couldn't even remember who it was that I spoke with, so I couldn't reach back out to that person to get any information on anything that had happened or what's going on with them now. Also, I was supposed to interview Colin Buckeye earlier this year as well. Unfortunately, that interview never materialized. The few times we made a hard plan to get it done, something kept happening on Colin's side. I think one time he got ill, the other time he was just really busy. Well, eventually I stopped asking and it just never materialized. Everything's still good, he's just busy, and sometimes things just don't materialize. The reason I bring it up though is because I do remember him specifically mentioning that one of the things that he didn't want to talk about was Wolfram Audio. So unfortunately, we may never know what happened with that. All right guys, in the interest of full disclosure, Surge Audio did provide this amplifier. They paid to have it sent here. No money exchanged hands. They did not pay me to do this review, and they don't know what I'm gonna say before it comes out. They won't see it before anyone else does. I don't have to return the amplifier. It'll be staying with me, but that doesn't influence anything that I've got to say about it or anything about this review. They did tell me that I could put it through whatever paces I want it, test it at any amp load I want. So let's put this Surge 3K amplifier through the paces and see what it brings to the table. Surge Audio has been making noise around the car audio world since they got started. I've seen tons of positive comments about their products on social media, but for this amp specifically, I've seen a couple of negative ones. Some people claim that when they got their amplifier, it smoked. It does seem like maybe some kind of lubricant from the factory might have been on the board or something. It smelled hot, but it quickly burned off and worked just like it was supposed to. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced anything like that. Like if you own this amplifier and it did the same thing to you, let me know. Put that down in the comments. I'm not justifying anything by any means, but you may want to run it a couple of times just to see. That way you don't have to deal with that whole crazy, having to send it back or whatever you would do with it after that. You don't have to deal with that. not. For ours, it just seemed like it took a few minutes and it was fine. I'm really excited to see how this Surge Audio 3K stacks up, especially compared to the 4K that we've already tested. So when I took the 3K out of the box, I couldn't help but notice how much it looked like the 4K that we just tested. It's got the same sleek, gray, almost concrete-like finish, the same high-quality Tiffany RCAs, that same clear acrylic bottom that lets you see the guts, that's really reminiscent to the old school US amps from back in the 90s. Now, there's one key difference about this amplifier. Even though it's a Korean-style half-bridge amplifier, it's actually built in China. Now, it's designed here, but it's built in China. They designed it here using the same design that they would have used for their Korean amplifiers, but instead of sending it to Korea to get built, they sent it to China because they charge less. I know that may raise a couple of y'all's eyebrows. Surge Audio swears that the build quality is the same as if it was built in Korea. All right, enough about how it looks. Let's fire up the amp dyno and see what kind of power this 3K is bringing to the table. All right, guys, that was the Surge Audio 3K. I think it did really well on the dyno, well up into almost 4,000 watts. I think it was like 3815 at 1 ohm. Then it also did well into the 6,000s dynamically at 1 ohm. So definitely made the wattage that you would be looking for and a little bit more than. It's a great deal for the money. The only small issue I have with this amp, I think, is the few people that have said that they had some kind of issue with some kind of burning or whatever. I think it's a chemical. Everyone I've talked to that said that they just went on and just, you know, let it burn off, not a problem. But, you know, I wish that hadn't happened. I don't know what they could have done differently. I haven't seen it myself. Like I said, mine kind of smelled, you know, kind of like, you know, like it had some kind of something on it, but you know, not as bad as a lot of the people that I talked to, not even close. So let me know if that's happened to you. I hate to even bring it up, but you know, I've had too many people bring it up to me not to bring it up. So that would be the only concern. But other than that, man, it seems like a really, really well-made amp. You know, you don't get too many, even if it is made in China, you don't get too many Korean half bridges for that price. Looks good, produces power, and I like it. I like it. It's not very big. So what do you guys think, man? Let me know down in the comments. And just real quick, there was a Down for Sound little snippet in there. You probably saw it. I'm an affiliate for Down for Sound. Using my code BHD, if you buy anything there, will help out this channel. They're just fixing to drop their new subwoofers. Everybody's been after them for like years to have subwoofers. They're finally putting them out. They look really good. I can't wait to get my hands on some. So if you end up buying some subwoofers, go ahead and use that BHD code to help out this channel, because you know this is just like new. We're just getting started here, so anything helps out. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date whenever we drop new content. Guys, I appreciate you. Stay until the end because there's something at the end for you. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, you guys stay to the end, so we're going to see something cool. Hopefully, something cool, not an explosion. This is going to be hopefully a half ohm burst test. Half ohm dynamic test. You guys ready? Let's go. Problems, no protect, no nothing. Got 7,376 watts.